We're here in Pendleton, South Carolina at the Pendleton Elementary School Nature Trail. This is the entrance to the trail. Take in mind that this is late January that we are seeing the film in, so winter conditions are here. As you continue to look around, you may notice that some of the trees are barren, while some aren't. The barren trees are called deciduous because they lose their leaves in the winter. The green trees are evergreens that stay green all year. This view shows the prominence of the evergreen trees that are here on this trail, and as you can see, we have some moss and lichen scattered about on the ground. These plants are characteristic of the drier woodland areas. Here at the stream, the water is moving more rapidly than it does at any other point along the trail. The stream also shows some erosion, evidenced by the cut banks and deposition at the bottom of the stream, characterized by the sandbars. At this first stream crossing, we come across what we call the elbow tree. As you can see, the tree extends way up into the air. What is also interesting about this spot is the path of the water. As you can see, the water is flowing in a stream channel, where there is a bed of quicksand located about 25 feet upstream. Then disappears in an underground, almost sideways path under the earth and the tree, and then spits back out below the tree into the main stream channel. The actual path underneath the earth is unknown, but the diversion in the stream permits some dry ground to walk across, so we don't need a bridge here. And up here is the quicksand spot that was mentioned earlier. The quicksand is caused by water bubbling up from underground through the sand. This section of quicksand is about knee deep and is an unusual feature to be located in such a shallow stream. Now here we have is another little stream. If you follow this little stream to the left, you'll find a road that runs beside the woodland. Runoff from the road, among other things, help to fill the stream with water. Right now, the flow is very light, but after heavy rain, this stream would be full of water. As we walk up to the first bridge here, you will notice that the color in the stream is a little different, being a rusty orange color. Our best guess is that maybe a rusty pipe empties into the stream, or some kind of weathering made the stream this color. But it is also interesting to note that the color settles in the sediment and isn't carried downstream. Note that the bridge we are crossing is made of logs gathered nearby from the woodland and then cut to size. At this point over here to the right is where the two streams meet. This is important to note because one stream is at a higher elevation than the other. That lower elevation stream has more energy, however, making it cut into the bank more deeply. Also, another sandbar is seen here indicating deposition of a lot of sediment. Note that the color of this stream is very different from the previous tributary. Here is a splintered, broken tree, which was a one-of-a-kind find along this trail. The cause is unknown, but possibly a storm, maybe even lightning caused it. Here at the second bridge is the deepest and steepest stream bank seen along the entire trail. It's a decent drop-off, showing a lot of erosion, made to seem even more severe given the shallow water seen here. In this area, a wide wetland becomes noticeable, to the point where the trail needs to detour around it. In dry weather, you can walk across the area without seeing any water, but after a rain it becomes muddy and hard not to step into it and get your feet wet. The wet area is scattered over the land, and its distribution almost seems random. It is possible that the water from the stream may have overflowed and caused this wetland-like area. On your left, you see another small stream tributary that comes out of a drainage pipe. There's very little water in the stream right now, but the banks of the stream have some greenish mossy areas indicating that this area can get very wet. As we move away from the stream, we return to drier woodland area. The huge mound here is a pile of forest debris, pine needles, leaves, and other things. The trail climbs over this mound to reach the exit, which is right behind it. As we step onto it, we'll see that we get a new vantage point to observe the general woodland that surrounds us. Note that the trees closer to the stream were more densely packed together than in the more open dry area near the exit. And here we are exiting back onto the general school grounds. This is the end of our main trail, but there is a separate small section of trail close to where the stream exits the school property. We will take a short visit to the large wetland area that can be accessed by a short wooden boardwalk. Note that there is a lot of water in this area, and that it is hard to identify an obvious stream channel. The stream flows under the road to the left, and a lot of debris is collected around the culvert pipe to partially block the drainage. This means that the water will back up into this wetland area every time it rains. Notice the difference in the trees, plants, and ground cover compared to the more open, dry woodland. That's the end of our nature trail walk. I hope that you enjoyed it and possibly even learned something new on this trip. Goodbye.